Welcome back. I'm Stefania Shoemaker, and this time I have Miss Donna Hart with me today. She's the set designer with Sustainment TV and on the set of Love, Lies, and Happy Ever After. Welcome.
It's so good thank to see you so much for inviting me. It's great to be here and be part of another set. It's wonderful to work with David. I just love him. He's such a gracious person, and he's wonderful to work with, so it's a blessing. It's truly a blessing. Plus this beautiful day that we get to be out here in the sunshine and enjoy the beach. I just love this opportunity.
And behind this is Ocean View, part of Norfolk, Virginia, which we all have ties in with the military, which this is a significant space for us.
Yes.
So tell me, how did you get started in the business overall before you met David?
Well, actually, I was in school and I was studying professional communications at Regent University. And all of a sudden, the cinema television school opened up. And so I thought, well, that sounds pretty interesting. So I transferred from professional communications to cinema television. And so I got my degree in cinema television from there. And I worked on a lot of sets. Obviously, at Regent, it's pretty much a hands-on thing where you go and you do movies is what you do to get your degree. So that's how I got started. And it's been a blessing ever since I've been doing it kind of more freelance, on occasion. I work full-time for a ministry called Speak the Word Ministry, and we have a television program called Make the Word Alive that currently we're airing on 4 different networks. So I'm excited.
Wonderful.
I'm excited about the growth.
You are definitely a busy bee working on all of those different environments.
Yes.
So since you've met David, how many projects have you worked on with him?
I think 3 so far. This will be my 4th. And I just get amazed. He's very professional and he's very kind. I've been on other sets where people, especially directors, can get a little edgy. I never see that with David. He's just wonderful to work with. He's a blessing.
Oh yeah, definitely cool as a cucumber,
Yes.
very level-headed, very easy to work with.
Yes, yes he is.
Wonderful. So let's talk a little bit about the set design behind Love, Lies, and Happy Ever After. Did you have a creative vision when you walked onto set?
Typically when I walk onto set, I look around and I see what's there, what we can use that's already in the room. And I normally bring, like I have flowers I bring. On most sets, I have 2 items that I'll bring. One is flowers that are in a particular floral stand, and it's actually a live flower that came from my mother's funeral that I bring it to honor her. And there's another piece that I put on my set, which is an old-fashioned radio that's like a car that I had given to my dad when he was bedridden before he died. So I typically bring those and put them somewhere on the set, kind of like my signature that, this is a movie that I've done and it's got my mark on it, so to speak. But I look around at the different colors. Sometimes we just move pictures around. Sometimes I bring in additional items, but I try to make it where it feels homey.
But I do love how you came up with that concept of honoring your mother and putting your special signature on things. Those things are definitely behind the scenes action. So let me ask you, how did you balance realism with cinematic flair on the set?
Well, I think the realism is, just the homey atmosphere. And the cinematic flair, I think you need to have color. I like color, whether you bring it in through pillows or some floral arrangements or whatever, to give it something that's pleasing to the eyes. Now, typically when I'll turn on a movie, a lot of what I look at is what is in the background. What is pleasing to my eyes? I like the actors, the actresses, what they're wearing, and I pay attention to just the overall scene because the ambiance does a lot as far as relaxing or drawing a person in, and everyone is different. So everyone likes different things. So I try to bring in something that's not too cluttered, but that is simple enough that it speaks to the audience.
I do love that. You have designed 2 children's bedrooms since working with you on set with both Love, Lies and one of our newest projects, which is Bethany. Tell me a little bit about how that is like for you, considering you now have grandchildren and a brand new great grandbaby. So tell me a little bit about that process for
Well,
you.
I think that's where I can bring in my dad's radio. It's real easy to put it on a bookshelf or something in a child's room, because it's got nice color. It's red, so it gives some color, something that you'll remember. And I have lots of toys. So when I go on set, I'll try to bring a lot of the different blankets or toys or stuff from my own grandchildren to bring in just an idea of that it is a child's room. And a lot of times it's already a room that someone is in. So I just have to reorganize the shelves and stuff to make it look a little more pleasing to the eyes.
Fantastic. Which set was the most challenging to design and why out of all of your career projects?
I just worked on a movie, Divided at Delivery, and we filmed in a coffee house in downtown Norfolk on Granby Street. And this coffee house had so much paraphernalia of like giraffes and different things. Well, it had a lot of stuff in there, a lot of character, a beautiful place to film, but we had to move furniture. There were just so much excessive stuff that I had to pull stuff, put it in boxes, reorganize it, just clear off tables, clear off counters in order to get the camera angle and the angle that the cinematographer wanted. So that was a lot of work. And the interesting part, after it's all said and done, the set design person has to put everything back where it came from. So I had to take a lot of extensive pictures to know where each one of these little statues were originally to put them back where they originally came from. So that was challenging.
Wow, there's a lot involved in set design that you don't even think about. That's amazing. Um, Going on off of that, do you stay on set the whole time throughout the film, or you just I set it up and I'm gonna go take a break? How is your work process?
Well, it depends on what set I'm on. Typically, I set it up and I get out of everybody's way because you've got lighting, you've got everybody moving around, you've got all these moving parts, and I listen for when someone calls my name. There, I will hear Donna, and I'm there because I know they want something moved or something rearranged. I have been on sets where I lay down on the couch while everybody's out filming because I have to be quiet, and so that was a challenge at first, learning to be quiet on set because I do like to talk. And so I've had to learn through the years, how to work around all of the different equipment and all of the different people that are there. Of course, when I'm on set, a lot of times if they need something other than just set design, I'm there and I can be kind of a runner in between.
All right. So, what other things besides set design have you done through Sustainment TV and your other projects?
Some makeup. I can do the blood. I can do the blood makeup all the way through film school. I was the person that was on set doing makeup. I've done craft services for a very large film in Lawfully Yours, which it was a very large feature film that Regent University joined together with Corbin Burnson and did. So I did craft services on that. I was the supervisor. I had people working under me. We were feeding about 165 people a day. So that was very interesting to be able to coordinate all that with the budget and working with the line producer and different people. So that was fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you collaborate with much more than just a director and the main people behind the camera. You're also costume designing. You're also working with the actors themselves.
Yeah, I've done some costuming designing, and I help to put microphones on the ladies sometimes when it needs to be put in a place where you can't see it. I did some seamstry for a couple different programs. I think one was called Touched by Gracie. I did makeup, hair, and I did some wardrobe, some sewing, so I know how to sew. I did work on another First Colony or First Land. It was First Landing is what it was called, about the first landing here in Virginia when they landed out at Fort, well, what is it? Fourth Story. Sorry, you have to
Oh,
edit that.
okay.
When they
I was
landed at Fourth
definitely in
Story.
a whole different direction. I was thinking like Fort Monroe. No,
Yeah, when they landed at Fort Story, yeah, because Robert Hunt, they came in and
wow,
they
okay.
planted the first cross there. So there was a film that was done about that, and I worked on that in the wardrobe department and somewhat in the clerical department.
Fantastic. What is one thing that you look forward to most about working on the newest project with Sustainment TV, Bethany?
I always look for the camaraderie. I love the way that we get along on set. It's just a beautiful time. It's more fun than it is anything else for me because I am a people person. So I like to be among people. I was raised with a lot of siblings, a lot of cousins. So I'm used to chaos, so to speak. And when you're on a film set, there is a certain amount of chaos that's going on while everything is happening. You have to be able to know how to navigate in the midst of chaos and to do it quietly. And I look forward to that kind of chaotic type environment and knowing that I'm going to be a part of creating something. And I also love the premieres. They're just exciting to see the work. There was one I did up in Richmond called, what was it? Oh, I can't remember. Sorry. By the Grace of Bob. Sorry about that. It
Okay.
was By the Grace of Bob. I worked on one up in Richmond. And because I had worked with the people on set, I worked there for like 3 weeks, I think it was, to do this film. And when we went to the premiere, I laughed so hard. I had tears just running down my face. I was laughing so hard. And I think it's because I knew the people. And that's really fun. And I also love it. I'll turn on a Lifetime movie or something, and I'll see an actor that I've worked with. And so I'll watch the movie because that actor I have previously worked with. So it's an exciting time. It's fun.
It sounds like you have a very, very rewarding position on set. So, where is life taking you next?
That's interesting. Next steps, I guess it's called. Well, I do work with Pastor Joe Ramsey on Make the Word Alive, and I am her ministry assistant for Speak the Word Ministry. I run her office for her, and I do have an assistant under me that works. And so right now, I'm going to continue with that. The Lord's been speaking to me some about starting my own ministry. So I will be launching out with that in the near future, which will be just part of what I do. And I'm always looking to expand as far as doing more in the film industry because I love it. It's definitely where my heart is. I've always loved to tell a good story. And even when they do personality evaluations on me, these, professional ones that are done, I am a storyteller at heart. So I want to do some screenwriting, which I know the Lord has told me is part of what He wants me to do. So I have a lot more stories to tell.
Oh, wonderful. That sounds glorious. So, it's been a blessing to talk with you today, Miss Donna, and I can't wait to work with you on set of Bethany.
Yes.
So, stay tuned, you guys, for the next interview.
Girl, hush. We don't all have a rich husband, so we can stay home all day. What do you think? Someone is always out to get you.
What's wrong with her? You are the one that can't hang when I take that Viagra.
Always the hero, aren't you?
All you had to do was take care of our kids. You couldn't even do that right.
Start acting like you got some class.
You're just jealous.
Can I just say something here? She sounds hot.
I think you coming here was not a mistake. Are you crazy? Jesus, I could have killed you. You better get yourself together or you're going to lose everything. Daddy's trying to kill me.
Nothing but death could ever tear us apart.
Chill out. She's just a feeling, rebound.
I could be so easily persuaded to do anything for you.
You left our son home alone.
I just want to be happy.
That was my baby taken from me.
I would do just about anything to make you happy, Stephen.
You have been so patient with me.
You need to get your meds checked, Sam.
We agreed we would live our lives like nothing ever happened. You haven't seen the news?
I can't imagine anyone wanting to hurt